Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today sit a while for we are playing some more franchise Hockey Manager 6 as part of the Ottawa Senators. So the calendar flipped and we are now in 1998, January 1998, sorry, and the Ottawa Senators are still 7th in the East, 4 points ahead on the New York Rangers. We have, as I mentioned at the end of the previous episode, we have that pretty tough road trip coming in January. That's going to be pretty taxing for the team, I would think. Although there's like that, there's a week off between the two last games of the trip. That was probably when the All-Star game was in real life. There are no All-Star games in historical mode in this game, so it's probably just a bunch of days off at that point for us. Our players are probably going to need it. Not much to mention. I did look at players that are on the block, and there's one extremely tempting player, but I would have to empty the team to get him, and at this point I don't think it's worth it. And that player, I guess I'll show you, because that's the first time that there's such a good player that's been available, and it's also a position that I need to fill. Sadly, I don't think I have what it... if I had draft picks, I'd go for it. But I just don't think I have the talent on the team right now to be able to pull the trade without emptying the team. And that player is Curtis Joseph. He's been put on the block by St. Louis, 4.5 stars. He's 30 years old, so he has a few good years left. And I would love to have Cujo on the team, but I've played around with a couple different scenarios and everything, and you know, I was giving up quite a bit, and my scout absolutely doesn't feel like we're close. So short of giving up like Marianosa, which I don't want to do, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Curtis Joseph, which is a shame. It's one of the downsides of playing without draft picks is that I cannot add a sweet draft pick to kind of sweeten the deal there. So sadly, I'm gonna need to have Curtis Joseph slip through my fingers, and we're gonna have to hope that Tim Thomas develops pretty soon. Actually, Tim Thomas is a pretty good goaltender, so but yeah, it hurts. That's absolutely a position of need for me. I just can't come up with a good trade scenario. Alright, so we are about to be playing against the Bruins. We have Yashin. That's is he gonna be able to play this one? No. So he's going to miss a second game in a row. He missed the game in Buffalo on the 31st, and now we're January 1st playing on the road against Boston. So he's going to miss that one as well. So let's get going. Alright, so we are going with Ron Extall. They are going with Manny Fernandez. It's only going to be his third game for Manny Fernandez this year, and let's see what happens. So Boston is 19-17-4. We're 20-19-1, so they have only 1 point more than us. So if we can win this, we're going to leapfrog them in the standings. But we lost 6-0, so we got shut out 2 games in a row. That's not good, obviously. Yashin's absence is really hurting, and that's kind of why I can't really go and get Curtis Joseph, because it might cost me, you know, a Yashin or a Alfredson or a Hossa, and I'm struggling sometimes to score goals as it is. So, and I don't have a superstar on D to trade either, so I'm I want to, I can't. Alright, so Boston outshot me 48-30 in that game, so that was a pretty bad game. Actually, we kept the giveaways down here, but despite that, we just couldn't win. So Manny Fernandez was the first star of the game. He had a 30 save performance for the first star in the shutout. Don Sweeney was the second star with a goal and 3 assists, and Mike Ritchie was the third star with 2 goals. So not a lot for us to look at. We need Yashin back. We can see that he's really the centerpiece of our offense. He was gone 2 games and we didn't score a single goal. Alright, board confidence update. Still very happy. Team is in outstanding shape. We went 8-5 in December, so we did have a pretty good December, all in all. Alright, bunch of scouting reports, and Pear Juice is about to be back. Oh, Dale Howardchuk is suspended, so the veteran in Buffalo is going to miss 5 games. Alright, those players are getting more used to the team. Pear Juice is good, and Alexei Yashin should be back soon. That means that Yashin might be good to go. Yeah, he might play injured. We are playing at home against the Flyers. We have not won against the Flyers this year, and they are pretty good. They are 22-11-7. So as we know, the Flyers made it to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. They have a pretty good team, so it's going to be a tough game, and that's one of our very few home games for the month of January. So let's get going. It would be nice to get a win before hitting the road for, a million weeks. Yeah, Yashin's gonna play with Alfredson and Peltonen. That's a decent first line. Alright, so the Flyers don't need a superstar in net. It's working with Jason Curry for them, so they're going with him. We're going with Guébert for this game. And we won 5-4, so pretty tight game, pretty offensive game. So let's see who's shown for us. We were outshot 42-30. Yeah, giveaways 8 for us, 2 for them. We had almost 9,000. We had 9,497 people in attendance. Alexei Yashin celebrated his return to play with the first star with 2 goals and an assist. Marcus Nestlin had a goal and 2 assists. It was the second star, and Kelly Johansson was the third star with 3 assists. Alright, so Yashin from McIver and Kelly Johansson. Yashin again from Zardy Zalewski and Benoit Brunet. Daniel Alfredson from Peltonen. And Daniel Alfredson from Kelly Johansson and Alexei Yashin. And the game winner was Bill Guerin from Norm McIver and Kelly Johansson. Alright, so Bill Guerin, being useful, scored the game winner. I need a better month from Bill Guerin. He's one of those that I need a better production from. Alright, so Everett Sanipass is on waivers. I am absolutely not picking him up. Alright, Peter Sikora in New Jersey is suspended. He's going to miss 2 games. Ray Ferraro played in his 1000th game in the league against Phoenix. I wonder if they're going to give him his silver stick this time. That's a running joke. Not running joke, but yeah, that's a thing that was mentioned many times, that Ray Ferraro took forever to get his Silver Stick Award for his 1000th game played. He ended up getting it, but it took a really long time. Passes on point for Pierre Turgeon. So in that game, he had a goal and 4 assists. Wow. So 5 points for Pierre Turgeon. That's pretty good. Barry Trotz in St. Louis is angry at the local media. So the Blues must have struggled lately. Peter Bundra extends his goal streak to 5 games with a goal against the Rangers. Alright, so Yashin should be completely recovered here really soon. And you know what didn't happen in December? Something didn't happen in December. 2 things didn't happen in December, now that I think about it. That's pretty incredible. First of all, nobody got hurt helping a friend move, and no team reinstated the Team Kangaroo thing. So that's interesting. Those things usually happen every single month, and they didn't happen in December for some reason. Just an observation. Alright, big game for Luc Robitaille, who had 3 goals and an assist against the Oilers. Pretty good game for Lucky Luke. And Alexei Yashin is completely recovered. Good. We're going to need him in full health to play against, not against, but on that lengthy road trip. So it starts in Carolina against the Hurricanes. We are 1-3 against the Hurricanes. If we remember, in December we had that home and home against them where we split 3-1 victories. So hopefully we can win this one on the road in Carolina. Carolina cooled down a little. They still have a decent record, pretty good, 20-16-6. But they had started the season really strong, and now they kind of just cooled off a little. Alright, we are going with Guilbert. They are going with Sean Burke. And it's a 2-2 tie. I guess I'll take the tie. We haven't had many ties this year. That's only our 2nd tie. I'll take it. The Hurricanes are ahead of us in the standing. Whenever you can tie, obviously you always want to win, but whenever you can tie against a team that's ahead of you in the standings, that's not necessarily a bad thing because you're not losing ground against them. Of course, it also depends where in the season you are. You know, if there's 3 games left and you need a lot of points, that's pointless. But, you know, in January like that, I mean, I'll take the tie against a team ahead of us in the standings. That's fine for me. Alright, so they outshot us 40-39. Giveaways were pretty close. They had 9, we had 8. So Pat Verbeek continues this pretty good season. He was the first star with 2 assists. Zardie Zalapsky for us had a goal. He was the 2nd star. And Pavel Dimitrov with him, the 3rd star with a goal. So let's see, we have Alfredson that scored from McIver and Sillinger. And then Zardie Zalapsky tied it up on the power play with assists from Robert Zvela and Alexei Yashin. And then it stayed tied. Nobody scored in overtime. Alright, so it starts... Okay, so it starts the road trip okay, I suppose. Alright, Zygmunt Palffy extends his goal streak to 5 games. So he had a goal against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Brian Leach is back from suspension. Alright, and now we are playing the Dallas Stars. Dallas is kind of struggling this year. They are 17-24-3. But despite the fact that they're struggling, we did lose the first game of the season at home against them. We lost 6-4. So we are looking at... It's been a while since we played them. Let's take a look at their roster. Oh yeah, they don't have very good goaltending. That's kind of their issue. And the D is also not all that great either. So they have good offense. They have a lot of... Well, they have, you know, quite a few pretty decent players up front. But it's really the D and the goaltending that's probably killing them. Alright, so we're going with Guilbert. They are going with Rick Tabaracci. It's another tie. Now, that one I'm not as happy with because that's a team that's way below us in the standing, so we probably should have won this. So, 1-1 tie against the Stars. Well, let's see. They outshot us 30-29. Giveaways, we had 7, they had 6. We almost always have more giveaways than the other team. So René Corbet was the first star. He plays for Dallas. He had a goal. Bill Guerin was the second star for us with a goal. And Jerome McGinley, third star with an assist. So Bill Guerin tied the game, assisted by Brunet and Norm McIver. Oh, Matt Cullen is hurt. Okay. How long are you hurt for, Matt? 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. Alright, so I am going to put you on the injured list, and I am going to call somebody up. Alright, so... Alright, so I have Washburn, who has 16 points in 32 games. Viborny has 14 points in 25 games. And Thornton has 19 points in 29 games. And Marianosa has 13 points in 30 games. So do I want to recall Marianosa? Maybe I recall Marianosa and he stays up. He's a star and a half. He should be able to play. What do I do? I mean, Scott Thornton is not all that great, but he fits a little bit more. I mean, I'm a big Marianosa fan. I've been very vocal about it so far, so I'm calling up Marianosa. That's it. There you go. Maybe it's too fast. I don't know. But he's up. We're going to have to deal with it. Tony Herkus suspension ends, so he is back in the Florida lineup. Donald Audette is suspended in Buffalo. He's going to miss the next game. And Peter Sikar is back from suspension in New Jersey. Alright, Ed Olchuk has played in 1,000 games, so pretty good milestone. No points in a tie against Boston. Donald Audette is already back from suspension. Zygmunt Palffy extends his goal streak to 6 games with a goal against Montreal. And we are playing our next game in Colorado tomorrow. Jeremy Roenick extends his goal streak to 5 with a goal against the Phoenix Coyotes. Martin Ruzinski is back from suspension in Tampa Bay. And Trevor Kidd got hurt helping a friend move. So I guess nobody moves in December or something. Alright, so Trevor Kidd with the Rangers is hurt. Alright, so we are playing the Avalanche today in Colorado. Colorado is 24-18-3, and we're going to take a look at their lineup. I'm pretty sure they're pretty strong, something tells me. So let's see. They have Craig Billington and Jocelyn Thibault in net, so that's okay. That's not crazy good, but that's okay. The Duck, Steve Duchesne, Adam Foote, Dominique Lavoie. Don't matter. Okay, so Of course, you know, they have Forsberg, Sakic, Sundin. So that's all pretty good. Yeah, that's still a pretty good team. Even if they don't have Roy in net, that's a pretty good team. Alright. So they're going with Jocelyn Thibault in net. We're going with Guilbert. We need a win. We've been tying a lot lately. So a win here would be pretty good. And we won 3-2. Pretty good game. Alright, so we were outshot 42-34. Oh, they did give the puck away more than we did. 6-3 in that department. So pretty good game. We did allow a little bit too many shots for my own taste, but it is the Avalanche. Yashin was the first star with a goal and an assist. Kovalenko was the second star with a goal, and Guilbert for us 40 saves for the third star. So Yashin scored from McIver and Peltonen. Zvela is fifth from Yashin and Zardy Zalapski. Bill Guerin scored his 15th from Kelly Johansson and Norm McIver. Alright, so it looks like Bill Guerin might be waking up a little bit. Thomas Sandstrom suspension ends. Zygmunt Palffy extends his goal streak to 7. With a goal and an assist against the Carolina Hurricanes. Jeremy Roenick extends his goal streak to 6 with a goal and an assist. All right. And now we are playing in Phoenix. Phoenix also has a pretty good record, 23-14-8. And we won the first game of the season against them at home 2-1. So let's see if we can win this. So far that really long road trip has not killed us yet. We're going with Ron Extall. They're going with Nikolai Abibulin. And we lost this one 2-1. So we won 2-1 in Ottawa, but we lost 2-1 in Phoenix. Alright, so far we have 4 points out of a possible 8 on that road trip, so we're basically playing for 500. I'd like to come up ahead, but I'll take playing for 500 on a long road trip like that. We were outshot 41-24. They gave the puck away more than us. Eric Cairns was the first star with a goal. Ron Extall was the second star with 39 save performance. And Kelly Johansson for us, third star with a goal. We were outshot 41-24. I don't remember if I mentioned it. And Kelly Johansson scored from Norm McIver. Oh, Brian Leach signed a contract extension with the Rangers. 6 more years for a total of $14,460,000. So, what's 6? A little bit more than $2 million a year, 2.2 something a year or so. Pretty good deal for Brian Leach. Alright, Josef Stumpel extends his assist streak to 8 games. He had an assist against New Jersey. Memorable game for Mario Lemieux. He had 4 assists in an 8-2 trouncing of the Carolina Hurricanes. Memorable game for Luc Robitaille. He had 3 goals and 2 assists against the Mighty Ducks. Another pretty good game for Lucky Luke. And Doug Gilmour has 400 goals in his career. He scored a goal against the Rangers. He is 34. Maybe he's going to get to 500. Depends how long he plays. We've seen a few players retire kind of early, so I don't know. A guy like Kirk Muller, I felt, retired a little early. Alright, we are playing now our next game in Washington. So Washington is struggling. They are 15, 27, and 4. We played them not too long ago. And we have won both games against them this year. A win here would be magnificent. So, oh, the Moose in net for Washington. They have Johan Hedberg. So, Johan Hedberg in net for them. We're going with Guébert. And we lost that one. We couldn't afford to lose that one, but we did. So we lost 4-1. We outshot them 27-24. We gave the puck away a little bit more. Peter Bundra was the first star of the game with a goal and 2 assists. Peter McLeod was the second star with 2 assists. And, oh, it's not Peter, it's Pat McLeod, sorry. And Andrew Brunette, the third star with a goal. The only goal for us was scored by Robert Zvela, assisted by Daniel Alfredson. So not a good game. We dropped it in Washington. We needed to win. Alright, so that's where we have that long break, which again is probably because in real life that was the All-Star game. So Mike Fontaine is available in net. Not gonna get him. Josef Stumpel's assist streak ended at 8 games. He was held scoreless against Pittsburgh. Pavel Bure extends his goal streak to 5. He had 2 goals against the Red Wings. Pretty good game. Peter Sikora extends his goal streak to 5 with a goal against the Rangers. Pavel Bure extends his goal streak to 6. He scored again, this time against Buffalo. Dale Howardchuk is back from suspension. And Steve Duchesne extends his point streak to 12 games with an assist against the Sharks. So Steve Duchesne's still in Colorado. Alright, Matt Cunnan is starting to heal and feel better. Alright. Alright, Matt Cunnan is completely recovered. Let's see. He needs to spend 2 more days there. Alright, so we are playing in Pittsburgh against the Penguins. They had started the season kind of on a rough patch, but they've turned it around. So they're 4th now. They're probably used to be more around the number 1 or 2 position, but still pretty good. They are 25, 19, and 3. And we played once against them, and we won 4-3. That was at home. Now we're playing on the road. We're going with Guébert. They're going with Peter Skudra. And we lost 4-3. So we're back to being under 500, and that's going to kill us if we keep doing that. We need to turn it around. Maybe I should have traded for Curtis Joseph after all. Although I'm not sure if that's the problem. We allow so many shot on goals. Oh, alright. So we were outshot 43-34. They turned the puck over a little bit more than we did. Let's see. Jagger was the first star with 3 assists. Mike Sillinger for us was the second star with 2 assists. And Mario Lemieux, third star with 2 goals and an assist. So we have Norm McIver from Peltonen and Kelly Johansson. Bill Guerin from Mike Sillinger. Roman Hammerlich from Zardy Zalewski and Mike Sillinger. And those were all our goals. Alright. Now, there's been a trade between New York and LA. I don't know if it's the Rangers or the Islanders yet. It's the Rangers, so So Alexander Karpovtsev and Burke Henry are going to LA for Tony Granato and Scott Barney. So Tony Granato going in the Big Apple. Still an okay player, but not... he's okay. And Karpovtsev is also okay. Alright. Interesting transaction. I have to move Matt Cullen back. There you go. Now I have to send somebody down. Marian also didn't do anything. He only played 2 games too. I guess the coach doesn't trust you, so I'm gonna send you back down. I like you, Marianosa, but you need to play. So go down and burn the league. Steve Duchesne's point streak ended at 12 games. It was held scoreless against the Stars. Pavel Bure scored in 7 straight games. This time he had a goal against Phoenix. Alright, and we are finally back home for a 3-game stretch. Again, this one is going to be against the Carolina Hurricanes again. Wow, we sure played them a lot. That's going to be the 6th game of the season against them. We only have 1 win. We kind of need to win that one. So we can do this. I believe in us. Back home, although there's like that myth that teams that are back home for the first game after a long road trip tend to struggle. So we're going to see here what happens. You know who we haven't heard much from lately? Jamie Baker. I mean, I know he's on my 3rd line and everything, but him and Thomas Holmstrom don't do much, and Daigle is playing with them, and that has kind of slowed him down, I guess, because he was having a decent start to the season. Oh, it's hard to have everybody running, you know, at the same time. So they are sending Sean Burke. We're sending Guilbert. We need a win. Thank you. We won 5-2. So pretty good game. We outshot them 24-20. So that wasn't a super crazy exciting game, at least from that point of view. We completely out-hit them 32-12. Wow. And we gave up the puck 9 times. They gave it up 8 times. Yashin was the first star. He had a hat-trick, 3 goals and an assist. That's pretty good. Daniel Alfredson was the second star, 2 goals and an assist. And Kelly Johansson had 2 assists and was the 3rd star. All right. Oh, at one point they were Carolina was up 2-1. So Yashin opened up the scoring on the power play from Zvela and McIver. And then they scored 2 goals, and then it was all us. So Alfredson from Kelly Johansson and Alexei Yashin. Yashin from Peltonen and Kelly Johansson. Yashin from Daniel Alfredson and Robert Zvela. And Alfredson on the power play from Loney Loach. Alright, yep, we know that Yashin had a good game. We were there, a trick for him. We are all very happy. At least I am. Alright, next game is at home against the Islanders. So Luke Robitaille has a nice little stretch going. He scored in 5 straight. He had a goal and an assist against the Florida Panthers. Alright, so Pat LaFontaine played in 1,000 games. So he played against Tampa Bay. Oh, and the Dallas players are reinstating the Team Kangaroo Court, so in a few days, Mike McPhee is going to catch somebody. Alright, playing against the Islanders. We played them only in Long Island. As we remember, we got murdered 9-1 in one of those games, but we won the last one 2-1, so we're 1-1 against the Islanders. Islanders have kind of turned it around a little bit, and they have actually leapfrogged us in the standings. They are 22-20-7. So a win here would allow us to catch up to them point-wise. Actually, we would be ahead of them because they have a lot of ties. We have more wins. Alright, they're going with Mark Fitzpatrick. They had sent Roberto Luongo against us in the previous 2 games, but they're going with Fitzpatrick here. We are going with Guilbert. Come on, guys, we need a win again. Ugh, we lost 5-2. Not good. Alright, we had close to 9,000 people there. We were outshot 33-20. Gave up the puck a little bit more than them, but it was 6-4, so it's not too bad, I guess. Ray Ferraro was the first star with a goal and an assist. Wade Redden, who is not playing for Ottawa, is the second star with a goal, and Pierre Turgeon, third star with 2 goals and an assist. Alright, so for us, we have Thomas Holmstrom from Robertsville and Andreas Dackel. And V. Peltonen, short-handed from Radek Bank. Paul Ranheim in Calgary is suspended. He's going to miss 7 games. Pavel Bure scored in 8 straight games. In that same game against Calgary, he had a goal and an assist. Dmitry Karaltalnov is not suspended. Alright, so we have, 1, 2, 3, 4 games left in January. Next game is against Tampa Bay. So as we know, Tampa Bay is at the bottom of the standings with 23 points. They have 8 wins, 34 losses, and 7 ties. We beat them twice so far this year. We need to win this. It's a winnable game. I don't like that term much, but it is a winnable game, and we need to win this. Alright, they're going with Blaine Laker in net. We're going with Guilbert. And we won 3-2. So Tampa Bay is not very good. We won every game against them so far this year, but they were all 1-goal games. So they're playing us pretty tight. Alright, 3-2 win. Let's see what we have here. So we completely outshot them 45-17. I believe last time we played them, they did outshoot us. So we controlled the game for the most part. Gave up the puck a little bit more than they did. We had 7,649 people in attendance. Again, I really wish I knew how to bring that up. Maybe we're not winning enough. I mean, we're playing for 500. Not enough stars on the team. Those are the things I could see affecting that. Bill Guerin was the first star with a goal. Martin Ruzinski was the second star with a goal and an assist. And Brian McCabe was the third star with an assist. So Alfredson scored on the power play from Alexei Yashin. Mike Sillinger on the power play as well from Alexander Daigle. And finally, the game winner again for Bill Guerin, assisted by Brian McCabe and Benoit Bougunet. So Guerin doesn't score much, but lately when he scores, it's been game winners. Pavel Bure keeps fans on their feet all night with 3 goals and 1 assist performance against Phoenix. So that makes it 9 straight games for him with at least a goal. What kind of season is he having? Oh yeah. Pavel Bure is having a really good season. He has 70 points in 47 games, 37 goals already. pretty good. Alright, we are playing now back on the road for one game. We're going to go ahead and play in Boston. Boston is 22-22-5. We are 24-24-3, so pretty close. They are 2 points behind us. They have 2 games on hand, so we really need to win this one. So far against Boston this year, we are 1-3, so a win here would be pretty welcome. They shut us out 6-0 in the last game, which was the first game in January. Actually, they have shut us out twice this year, 2-0 back in November as well. So let's go ahead and score some goals here against Boston. They're going with Mike Dunham in net. We're going with Ron Extall. We lost 5-1, so they are catching up to us in the standings. 5-1 loss against Boston. Shots were even, 32 apiece. We gave the puck up way too much compared to them. We gave the puck away 10 times to only 4 for them. Cam Neely was the first star of the game with a goal and an assist. Mike Dunham, second star with a 31 save performance. And Mike Ritchie was the third star with 2 assists. So the lone goal for us was scored by Daniel Alfredson on the power play from Per Juice and Matt Cullen. 2 games left in January. We have slipped under 500, so we need a couple wins here to make it still above 500. Steve Konowalchuk in Buffalo has been suspended. He's going to miss 4 games. Mario Lemieux is day-to-day with an injury. He was injured earlier in the season, so Lemieux's having some problems with health right now. And there was a trade between the Oilers and the Coyotes. Greg Allgood is going to Phoenix for Sean Podine. So Sean Podine is now part of the Oilers. Former Ottawa Senator Sean Podine. Hopefully for Edmonton fans, they don't also have Tommy Shodin on D, because that's very confusing to say. And Greg Allgood is yeah, kind of an even trade. I'd say maybe Edmonton got a slight upper hand in that, but Sean Podine is not an incredible player by any means. But it looks like Greg Allgood is kind of declining, so. Alright, we are playing our next game against the New York Rangers at home, so back home. Doug Brown in New Jersey is suspended. He's going to miss 5 games. Take a seat. Alright, so we are playing the Rangers. Rangers are struggling. They are 20-25-6. So it's not going great in the Big Apple. We won the first game of the season against them, 4-1. It was also at home against them. So let's see here. They are going with Mike Richter in net. We are going with Guilbert. Alright, we need a win. 2-2 tie. Not great. We needed that win. Alright, 2-2 tie. They have outshot us 47-40. Oh, they gave the puck away more than we did, 10-7. Okay. And we had 8,708 people in attendance. Alexander Daigle was the first star with 2 assists. Ty Domi for the Rangers, second star with a goal. And Jamie Baker, I believe that's his first goal of the season, with a goal, 3rd star. So Lonnie Loach from Norm McIver and Alexander Daigle. And then Jamie Baker, yep, that sure is his first goal of the season at the end of January from Alexander Daigle and Kelly Johansson. I don't think that Jamie Baker will be back. Alright, so Montreal signed Patrick Roy to a 5-year extension, so he's going to make almost $3 million a year. And Olaf Kolzig was hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt the Capitals. They're already not doing all that great, and now their starting goaltender is out for 3 months. That stinks for them. Alright, so we have 1 game left in the month of January. It's tomorrow in Montreal. And I really need a win to still be at 500. Alright, someone got busted. Mike Crawley pays for mishap. So he's the young guy that stepped on the logo. And now we are playing in Montreal. So we have 1-2 and lost 2 against the Habs. And we need a win right now. The Habs have slipped a tiny bit in the standings. They're still second still, but they have a 30-17-5 record, which is really good. Come on, we need a win. We can do this. Come on. We lost 5-2, so we're 2 games under 500 again. Me no likey. Alright. Oh yeah, we were outshot 42-17 in that game. Eric Desjardins was the first star with 3 assists. John Leclerc, second star with a goal and an assist. And Matthew Schneider, a goal, 3rd star. Alfredson on the power play from Svetlana Yashin. And Daigle on the power play is 15th from Pear Juice and Mike Selinger. And then in the 3rd period, it was all Montreal. We were actually up 2-1 at that point. But they scored 4 times in the 3rd and ran away with a win. Alright, so René Corbet in Dallas was suspended. He's going to miss 2 games. That's my development report. Alright, so the players of the month were Pierre Turgeon and Mark Fitzpatrick, both of the Islanders. So I guess the Islanders had a pretty good month. Alright, so we didn't have a great month. I kind of expected that we would falter a little bit because of that long road trip, but funny enough, that's not really what killed us. We did okay during that trip. Now we're going to be starting New Jersey with a home and home against the Devils. And then we're... Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. There's only 6 games in February because that was the Olympics. So there was that 2 week off because of the Olympics. What do I do here? I think I'm going to stop. And next time it's just going to be a pretty short video. I don't usually do them for that particular series. Usually my videos are all close to an hour. So instead of having another video that's, you know, an hour and 20 minutes or something like that, I'm going to go ahead and look at the stats and everything now. And then we're just going to do February of 1998 next time. It's going to be a short one. So a little bit of an easier view for everybody. So let's take a look at the standings and everything. We are 8th in the East. We have a 5-point cushion on the Rangers. That's still not, you know, super comfortable. And but they do have a game on. So we're one of the teams that played the most games so far with 54. Now in the Western Conference, Detroit again is. I guess Phoenix is starting to catch up a little bit, but Detroit has 76 points, and then Yep. Oh, Ellie has came back here in the picture. So Ellie and Dallas did well enough to come back and be in the playoff picture, and they knocked off Calgary and Edmonton. So the Canadian teams are struggling. And yeah, the Sharks are still hanging on. That good for them. Good for them. I mean, yeah. So that's where we are at with this. Now let's take a look at our stats. Alright, so Yashin is still pretty much a point per game. He has 53 points in 52 games. And Norm McCaver is still kicking it, 36 points in 49 games. So I held on Norm McCaver a lot longer than the Sens did in reality. Alfredson, 36 points in 53 games. That's pretty good. And then it starts to drop off with Sillinger with 29. Kelly Johansson with 27, Bill Guerin 26 points in 17 games, in 26 points in 54 games, 17 goals though. So yeah. Over here, Pavel Bure with his incredible run in January. He scored in like 9 straight games. Now is the best goal scorer with 38 goals. Teemu Selanne is still the best passer, so he's still the best scorer in the league with 86 points. And Yzerman has 83. So again, it looks like it's going to be between those two for the scoring race. And no Mario Lemieux, no Wayne Gretzky. The times are changing, I guess. Pretty much it. Yashin is 12th for power play goals with 13. He is 9th for goals scored. On equal footing with Brett Hull, so I kind of pointed out that Yashin had more goals than Brett Hull after the last month, but Brett Hull caught up here. So we didn't have a very good month. That partly explains it. So I don't know. I might need to pull the trigger on a big trade. I'm always wary to make a big trade. It all depends on who I'm willing to sacrifice and what I can get away with. I don't want to trade Yashin for peanuts, and I kind of want to hang on Alfredson and Osa, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I guess I'll have some time to think about it, so I am going to save the game. Let's do this. That I know how to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're also going to go ahead and call this a video. So again, next time is going to be a really short video because there's only going to be a handful of games in February. But for the time being, thank you for tuning in. And if you've liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe. That's always appreciated. And until I roll this game again, see you guys next time. Thank you.